Hello, Kupos! So the Japan Cup is happening right now and doing some very interesting things to the meta, as well as some interesting movements happening in the market because of that. Let's take a look. Okay, before we jump into it, please remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell, all of that jazz. Leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Let's get into it. So what we've been seeing is Ishtola has been really making her presence here in the meta, specifically Ishtola from Nightmares, along with Ishtola from Emissaries of Light. But here, as you can see, look at this, Kupos. It is going up, up, and away, both foil and non-foils. Interestingly, roughly around the same price. You might as well just go for the foil if you can. But it is selling, and so pretty soon I think what we're going to end up seeing is that foil, which is much harder to get, is going to be skyrocketing eventually even more in price. And we got about 2 pages worth in here, and we're looking about the $15 range. Such a cool looking card, and that is from Nightmares. Surprisingly, I would expect to see more of these on the market, and maybe we will, especially after the Japan Cup is over, because a lot of From Nightmare stuff was opened up. A lot of things that we didn't get seen open up was Emissaries of Light, and this Ishtola, let me tell you, I've had a lot of struggle even pulling this Ishtola out of a case. I think out of a case I managed to get 4 or 5 non-foil of this card, and I think so far 2 foils, which is crazy. I think this card is actually kind of undervalued right now, and it is making movements. Interestingly, a lot in September. We got a few this month. And here it looks like we're sitting around the $14 mark for a non-foil type. But then eventually it looks like, oh my gosh, all the foils did sell out. Let's see, what do we get here with our last foils? It looks like $30. Wow, I was not expecting that, Kupos. Dang. Oh, look at that. We had non-foils sell for, we had one non-foil sell for $26. What is going on here? Wow, it makes me kind of want to start jumping into some Emissaries of Light. How much is Emissaries of Light? Let's take a quick gander at our booster boxes for Emissaries. Okay, so still at retail. Not bad. Golly, a lot of great cards in this set. You know what, Kupos? I'd probably, honestly, you're guaranteed 2 full arts, and most full arts are pretty good, even if you want them for collectors. We were seeing Kirin as well being used here and there. Geez, honestly, go pick yourself up a box. Okay, moving on from that, Uni! Yummy Uni here from Nightmares. Again, a big opening on from Nightmares from many Kupos. So we should see quite a few in the market. Looks like we do. That's good to see. About the $4 mark for the non-foils. And then we got foils here about 18. Oh, look, we actually have a non-foil here going for same amount, interestingly. Wow. You know what, Kupos? You should jump on these before they sell out and start going up. Wonder what's going on here. I wonder if people are realizing the difference in value here between their foils and their non-foils. Somebody paid $18 for 3 foils recently. So about, what is that, 4, 8, 12, 16, 5, 10, 15, about $6 each here. I'm doing some quick math in my head. 6 times 3. Okay, Odin! Sorry. Anyways, Odin here. So Odin full art. We got $70 on average here. We only have 1 left here, Kupos. Wow. Good luck to whoever gets this. That's about right. This card was seeing a lot of play currently on the Japan Cup that is happening right now. And just an amazing looking card. $70, and it looks like they've been selling on average. Well, I should say the last 3 anyways have been selling about around the $70 mark. Before that, they were down at $50, $60. Now that's interesting, and it looks like they just went up, and it looks like it'll probably be settling. I bet you these are probably going to settle around the $60, $65 mark eventually. But there's 1 left, Kupos. Good luck to whoever gets this one here. And it comes from 13 too, Opus 13, another short print set. Now let's take a look at just the regular and the regular foil versions here. So about $2, $3, not bad. And then for our foils, we got 3 listings right now, about $13, $14 for our foil cards. Slight uptick here on the foil And it looks it's just been kind of steady here on the non-foil. Look, if you just wanted to play, these are just as great. They look still just really as good. Urianger, this one really took me by surprise. I really was not expecting this. As a matter of fact, I even went through and busted open some of my starter sets from Opus for Opus 13 just to get these and post these on the market because Kupos, this here is selling. It is incredible. About $17 for the foil. And it looks like we're not even, it looks like, wow, we sold out of our non-foils. Last time I looked, there were actually a few of non-foils. And look at this, Kupos, a lot of movement. Just bought. My gosh, Kupos. So if you got Uriangers, now's the time to post them up. I would expect you all to have quite a few, honestly. Next up, the Oracle of Light, another one that took me by surprise, and another reason why I opened up that starter here to get some of these and post them up because the Oracle of Light here has been selling consistently around the $15, $17 mark. Dang. And then for our foils here, it looks like it starts to go up to, well, we got one. Let me see. Actually, I want to look at one that's not posted by me. Sorry about that. Let's try to be a little non-biased here. So about, okay, $18, $21 here for our last few there for foil. Wow, we got one sold for $25 recently. Dang. All right, Kupos. Opus 13, you know what? I moved my last 4 boxes of Opus 13 recently as well. And it makes sense. I think there's a lot happening right now with our current meta and a lot of cards that are going on with that contain Opus 13. If you got yourself some boxes, now's the time to sell those boxes. Dawn of Heroes, Zach. So Zach was seeing some movement here recently, and it looks like we got quite a few sales here of Zach for around the $3, $4 mark. But what's Zach looking at on the foil side of things? And we're looking at Zach for about the $8 mark on average here. Also seeing some play. Very interesting. Yuffie. I'm really glad this is still seeing some play. This Yuffie is an incredible, incredible card and makes me so happy to see this card moving here. 1 second, just let me make sure I'm still recording here. Anyways, so Yuffie from Resurgence of Power, the non-full art one, because I know that one's hard to get, Kupos, but it's still a great card either way. Still beautiful looking card, even if you don't have the full art version. Honestly, if you can't get your hands on the full art one, just get yourself some of these foils or even the non-foil ones. Just look how incredible that looks. And so these are moving consistently. It looks like around the $10 mark. And then as far as foils, well, there was only one listing there. Let's see if we can look at our past foils here. $20, $15, one sold for $12 last month. Interesting. And then 18, a little bit all over the place. So I could see these being maybe around the $15, $20 mark as well for the foil Yuffies. Next up, Shadow from Opus 9. So what I want to take a look at here is the foil. This goes on with what we're seeing, which makes me super happy, is a lot of Category 6 from Final Fantasy VI, my favorite Final Fantasy game. It's in the meta. Final Fantasy decks are in the meta, and they are doing incredibly well. The foils, though, Kupos, my gosh, look at that. $16, $19. How much we sell recently for... there was a live play foil. Wow, that's nice. Somebody got a good deal on that, $2. And then right here, one sold for about $14, $15. Wow. Kupos, if you got yourself some Opus 9, maybe time to open it because it is a common. You're going to get plenty. And if you can get yourself a foil version of this, you're in it. Otherwise, these are just kind of moving normally about the 15-cent mark, which is fine. And then Lock here. So again, the foil of Lock here, what is this, a rare card? Yeah, we're seeing movement even with the non-foils. Actually, a lot of movement with the non-foils, which is incredible. So you're going to get about $1 something with your shipping, depending if you do shipping or not. But with the foils, we're already up here about the $15, $18 mark, Kupos. What was our last foil sold at? Last foil sold a while ago, actually, for $7 each, and we haven't seen too much movement yet. But you know what? This is a card that's needed in the current meta if you're going to be playing that deck there. And so anyways, moving on here, we've got Strago. So Straggle from Nightmares. Our foils again is what we want to really take a look at. So we've seen some uptick here. Where's our foils at? We're looking about 50 cents, a dollar. So some penny stonks here. Not a bad card. It is a hero. So if you need it, especially for your deck, now's the time to get it. Setzer here. Setzer's such a great character. Okay. I should really play through Final Fantasy VI again. Okay. Anyway, so Setzer, our full art Setzer, coming back up again. It was up here on release day. It's usually kind of high. It comes down just a few dollars and right back up again. Here we go. We got one recently sold for about $37.90. Wow, one sold for 45 bucks. Dang. And so we do have a few listings here, Kupos. The card looks incredible here. And let's look at our non-foil foil versions. And we're looking about, okay, $1. Not bad. $1 for your regular ones here from Dawn of Heroes. Next up, Mog 6 here. Our foils here, about $1 to $2 with shipping $3. Making lots of movements as well. So we've got quite a few already in the month. Last month, a lot of sales here. Interceptor, here's one that I've been able to move rather quickly myself. And so I went in here, and of course, sure enough, here, yoink, up we go. And I think coupled with not only the meta, with the Final Fantasy VI decks, Interceptor using Shadow, we also have an amazing Shadow card coming out in the next set. And this card, look, it comes out of Opus 11, an already low short printed set here. But there's plenty of singles of these singles up. And right now they're about $6 to $7 and then kind of go up to $8. We are our foils of Interceptor going up to, yeah, $20, $30 mark already. Maybe you should all get yourself those Interceptors before they go out. Sabin here, of course, Sabin looking at the foils. Let me go and make sure this is ticked here. So we only have one foil left, $4. And we had some recent ones sold here for $4. The current, the newer Sabin from Nightmares here. Whoa, look at it, up and then down, but not much, only by a few cents. Okay, so not too big a deal here. $14. Yeah, also needed for the deck, but then you come here and look at the regular and the regular foil. So you're looking about the 25-cent mark to about $1.50. Oh, you have some here for 50 cents, Kupos. Not a bad pickup. The card looks incredible. If you just want the foil version to play in your deck, there you go. Edgar here. So Edgar, interestingly, making quite a bit of movements too. And Rebellion's Call was not really opened all that much because people kind of slept on this set. And I kept trying to tell folks, get yourself your Rebellion's Call. There's still plenty in the market. There's still plenty available to buy. But there's some cards in there. They're going to start seeing more and more play. And we got Edgar here, and Edgar's been moving fairly well here. It looks like the $13 mark, plenty to go around. And then once you get up to the foil, it looks like you go from 13 to 17-ish bucks. Not too bad. Gestalion here, also making some moves. We'll move a little faster here. So I just want to look at the foil here of the Gestalion. Okay, $10. Where's that one out? Opus 4. Hey, I know there's a lot of cheap Opus 4 boxes out there, Kupos. And then this one, the Fiend. So the Fiend and the Demon, both monsters here. I mean, the artwork's amazing for both of them, but still, this is out of Dawn of Heroes, playing basically mandatory if you're going to be playing your Category 6 build, your Final Fantasy 6 build, and making a lot of movements, Kupos. These things keep moving. As a matter of fact, we got $7. Okay, so 2 sold for $7 each, and then I'm sorry, total. And then we got $4.24, a foil for about $12. What are our foils sitting in here now? Okay, about $11, $12 here, and there's plenty on the market right now, Kupos. And also here, the Demon here, this one also moving fairly quickly as well. Our foils about $20 mark here, and let's see, non-foils, only a few non-foils left on the market, Kupos, and these are about $13, $10, oh my gosh, yeah, so about $13 to $15 here. You've got to keep a shipping there in mind there. So next up here, Shinryu, seen a lot of play in the current meta. Seen a lot of this card, actually. The card looks so cool. So our full art Shinryu's, wow, so one recently sold for $40 and then went up to 60, and it looks like they've just doubled up in value. Look, right now, if you really need it, if you just wanted to collect, maybe wait a little bit. But if you really, really, really need it to play, come over here, look at your regular and your regular foils. They look incredible. Your foils are about the $20 mark, and then your normal ones are about your $14, $15 mark. It still works the same. They still look just as great, Kupos. Morzis Siore member? I'm not however you say that word. I think it's French or something. I can't say it. So forgive me for butchering that. I'm trying, kind of. And so specifically our foils, our non-foils for these cards, which are aplenty, are very simple to get because these are commons, aren't, that expensive. But the foils, which is what people want to play with, and collectors want, of course. You got your waifu tax on these here, but these are moving about the three. Okay, we had a light play there for $2, but it looks like about the $3 mark here. Same with Merald here. Look, these cards are not hard, easy to pull in foil form, Kupos. So if you got some, now's the time to post them up because the current meta is using. There is a build that uses this. Madame Adele as well. There is a, so about the $4 mark as well. There is a full art version. It was a May promo version, which I tried ordering some a long time ago, but they got lost in mail, unfortunately, which was a shame. But your regular full arts, look, if you just want a full art regular, about $3-4 as well. And then your foils here, about $20. I don't know if I'd pay $20 for these. I guess if you really, 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 really want to, if you're gonna want it just for collecting, maybe I would pay like $10 for one. But people are buying them. We had just recently sold here. Yeah, they are moving. They are moving. So there you go. This Via here, another one here saying about the. Okay, all right, yeah, so the $7-8 mark, my gosh. Okay, now moving on here to Thornton 7. This was crazy. I was really surprised on how this one was selling. This one took me by surprise here. So Thornton 7 seen a lot of play coming out of Opus 6. Opus 6 has a lot of great cards in it, Kupos. $4 roughly. Let's see what our last foil sold for. $13. Just a few weeks ago. Currently $15. We have some here, and yeah, so about $15 here. Kupos. We see Thornton enters a field. It's got expert. Search for one card and add it to your hand. Okay, cost 5. Yeah, Thornton 7 is put from field and break zone. You draw a card. It's a great card. It's a great card, Kupos. To draw a card, search a card. Not bad. Elvis here, a common from Emissaries of Light. Easy to pull, sure. Except if you're looking for that foil, but that foil is making movements, Kupos, about $1.20, $2 mark. Let me take shipping here. Wow, be careful with shipping. That will get you there. But you get the 99-cent shipping, you're looking about $2.50. Amber, again, the $3-4 mark. Currently just a few left of the foil. There's plenty of non-foils available. Zidane here. So Zidane, or Zidane, however you say his name, from Nightmares. The full art looks great. Has come down, which is good for you collectors. About $35 is fine. I'm okay with that. I would pay $35 for a full art of this card. 40, I don't know about that. I think this might, hopefully this settles down around the $35 mark, but if you want one for your collection, I would say get some if you can. This one sold for 27, not bad. Maybe on eBay, usually you can find these for cheaper. But if you need it for play here, our regular foil and non-foil still going up, Kupos, despite the reprint in the new Dissidia starter box, which we'll be opening here on the channel whenever I get that shipment in. It just always takes forever to get stuff over here from Square Enix. Anyways, so it looks like we're about the $5-6 mark, and then interestingly, the foils here go up to maybe $1 more, not too much. Okay, no, never mind. There was just one. It looks like about $10. Card still looks great, Kupos, even if you don't get the full art one. Yeah. Cecil, up and away here. It has seen a ton of play, making moves here. $65. We got a few left here now, 70, 75, up to 85. even your regular to non-foil here, about the $15 up to $25 mark, depending which version you get. Dang, card still looks great, even if you don't get the full art version, if you want something to play. And then, of course, our newest Cecil from Dawn of Heroes, seen a lot of play. Which one this was? Oh, Emissaries of Light. Kupos, I'm telling you, just get yourself boxes of Emissaries of Light. Seriously. Dawn of Heroes here, though, Cecil, also seen play. $4, $5 mark, $6 mark. And then, let's see, our foils. Let's go ahead and filter that through here. Okay, you know what? Might as well just go for the foils, Kupos. There's still some available here. Seriously, if you want to play this card and you can't afford that full art, get yourself that one there. It looks nice. And here is the full art. So the full art coming down a little bit, but seems to be... Let me see, when was our last sale? So there was a lot sold in August. And then I'm assuming it probably wasn't too many posted because only a few here left. One sold recently, $27, which honestly, not too bad. It's actually good. I would pay, if I didn't, yeah, if I wanted these for my collection, I'd pay this amount right here for sure for these full arts. And that's not bad. That's not bad. These can probably maybe come down a little bit, but this isn't too bad. And the card just looks freaking incredible right here. Cecil just looks amazing right there. And that's it, Kupos, for today's Market Watch. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know what kind of decks you're playing as well and what you're looking forward to in the next set, which should be coming here pretty soon. Pretty excited about that. Remember, you're all wonderful, you're all beautiful, you're all loved. Until next time, bye-bye.